And I know I'm overthinking, or maybe I'm underthinking, but I think James Franklin is thinking to himself, I've got to do something different. I can't play I just can't play the odds of overtime. So because I mean, listen, when your record is as bad as his is, I mean, it's like in golf. I mean, every time you go for the flag on the left side of the green at 11 at Augusta, you knock it in the water. So you say, "Oh, I'll try to turn the ball this time," and then you overhit it. I think that's him. He can't win. I mean, listen, let's just be honest. James Franklin can't win a big game. He didn't do it this year. He's not going to do it next year, and he's not going to do it any year because that's just who he is. That doesn't make him a bad coach. It just makes him a jinx coach in these situations. And people will say, "Well, hey, what are you talking about? He can't win a big game. He's in the semifinals. What did he had SMU and Boise State? Please don't give me SMU and Boise State. Nobody's ever had a luckier draw, and that doesn't qualify as signature wins from my book."
By the way, remarkable knowledge on Augusta National, by the way, in the par 4 11th, where the water does come into play on your second shot. I think that is a phenomenal analogy. But yeah, so Penn State, same as it ever was. They teased a lot of people that may be thinking this was the year, but Notre Dame, as we switch over to them, and I never have a problem admitting when I was wrong. I was wrong after the NIU game to think that, oh, same old Notre Dame. They're going to get a lot of preseason accolades. Then they're going to go ahead and step on themselves. They've since, what is it, 12 in a row, 13 in a row. They've been as hot as any team in the country. They're the most self-identifiable team in the country. They know who they are. We know who they are. And Paul, that's good enough for Marcus Freeman and the Irish to play for a national championship.
Yeah, I mean, we may very well have a national championship game with two teams that were counted out for dead. NIU and Michigan. Now, Michigan's a little different than losing to Northern Illinois. But the reason we all said it, and Matt, everyone said the same thing, was because Notre Dame didn't have anything else that they were going to be able to get as what so-called signature wins.
Right.
Southern Cal was already starting to fade away. They really, Army, Navy are not going to get you a lot of cred in a college football playoff committee. And the win over Texas A&M in the first game just dissipated when they ended up losing 5 games. So that's why we all said that. But to Marcus Freeman's credit, he persevered. That team got better. I mean, the win over Georgia was just simply unbelievable. A lot of circumstances went into it. But, I mean, they're just a tough team, and they're a fun team to watch. And I think that's why, your grandfather or father is having a hard time dealing with Notre Dame being America's team right now.